Coming up on R&B Reviews, it's one of the most talked about movies of 2017. It is Ridley Scott's drama, All the Money in the World. All the Money in the World got a lot of attention when director Ridley Scott announced that after allegations surfaced against actor Kevin Spacey, who finished filming his role as billionaire J.Paul Getty, he was going to recast the part with Christopher Plummer, reshoot those scenes, and make the December 22nd release date. But in the end, the movie got released on Christmas Day, which Scott said he preferred anyway. So how is the film itself? Well, I think All the Money in the World is a well-acted and technically well-made film. Based on real-life events that happened in 1973, it tells the story of the kidnapping of 16-year-old John Paul Getty III, whose grandfather is billionaire oil magnate J.Paul Getty, played by Plummer. Michelle Williams plays John's mother, Gail, who attempts to find a way to pay her son's ransom, including trying to get the wealthy Getty to pay it as time is running out. The movie also features Mark Wahlberg as Getty's security man who looks after Getty's interest and tries to help Gail out. Now, the acting for the most part I thought was phenomenal. Williams, I think, really inhabited the role, and I found her performance to be credible, especially whenever an obstacle comes her way, and I believed that she cared about what was happening to her son and her family, and she gets very nice scenes. Like, for example, there's scenes where she's going off against Mark Wahlberg's character. She feels like he's not doing enough, and, you know, she's just terrific as they spar against each other. With Christopher Plummer, for a man that shot all his scenes for 2 weeks on 10-hour days, he turned in a top-notch performance, I thought. While he displays a smile and a twinkle in his eye, deep down he's tough and cold. I did like that the character took a liking to John as a kid, and I could tell that he wanted to help and do something, but something was holding him back. Is it because he just didn't want to give up the money that he had, or maybe it was regret? I will admit that sometimes I was distracted when I was watching Plummer scenes. Something in the back of my head kept saying, okay, how would Spacey have done this scene? Although I think, unless you're really analyzing the footage, I think Plummer's footage fit in very well with the rest of the movie, so I do think it did kind of get put in seamlessly, but I'm sure if you really analyze it, I'm sure somebody's going to find a flaw here and there. But for the most part, I thought that Plummer was really good, and I thought that he definitely looked the part more than Spacey did in his heavy makeup. Another excellent performance was Romain Duris, who is one of the kidnappers who develops a rather complicated friendship with his prisoner, John Paul Getty III. I really didn't buy Mark Wahlberg as Fletcher Chase. I mean, he was good, but I felt like the rest of the cast delivered stronger performances. The photography of the movie was excellent. I really liked the warm colors at the beginning of the movie, and I also liked the stone-cold look at the senior Getty's properties, and I thought the film was well-paced for the most part. The first 20 minutes of the movie, it does jump around to different points in time, but I think it does a very good job of giving us the Getty backstory, especially if you're like me and you weren't around when these events happened. For the most part, I was really enthralled with the story as well as the themes, especially how it explores how wealthy people are like from another world, as well as the theme of choosing love over money. My issues with All the Money in the World was I didn't sense the passing of time. For example, after Getty gets kidnapped, one of the kidnappers say, it's been months and nothing has happened yet. And I was like, wait, it's only been a couple of months? It feels like it's only been a couple of days. I didn't see John Getty becoming more disheveled or anything like that. I also felt like John didn't really change over the time during his kidnapping. It does get a little bit repetitive at the beginning of the third act, too, where I kept saying to myself, I would have liked it if maybe they had removed a couple of things so that we could have moved on to the next plot point. And I wish there were maybe a little bit more suspense here and there, but I definitely would recommend All the Money in the World for the acting as well as the technical aspects. Alright, well, that's my review of All the Money in the World. Go ahead and post your comments about the movie if you've seen it, or if you want to leave feedback for the video or the channel. And if you're interested, you can go to the main page, look at some other reviews that you can watch, and if you're interested, consider being a subscriber. Thank you very much for watching.